Like he said right now, one of his guys ain't doing too good. So until I get my work like I need to, I think between him pushing me work out from his end and me getting work through these three companies on my end would be enough money for me not to even have to have a part-time job at all. You know what I mean? And be able to put money back after I pay bills and stuff with get me another vehicle and stuff like that. Pick up, you know. I just gotta capitalize on it, you know what I mean? It's kind of like my vocal coach was saying as well with me and you know, like I was thinking about doing get a part-time. What's wrong with picking up part-time? Shit, man. If I'm gonna be living by myself anyway, I don't need for me to be at home. What I'm gonna do at home? You know what I mean? I pick up a part-time. I come home at 9, 10 o'clock, and you know, I'll be on 8, grab me something to eat. If I'm working, if I'm doing part-time at a restaurant or wherever I do a part-time at in the evenings. If it ain't but a grocery store or damn anywhere, gas station, wherever. You know what I mean? Most stuff around McDonald's closes 11, 12 anyway. You know what I mean? I get home 11, 12, 3, 4 days out a week, laying myself $200, $250 a week. You know, extra money every 2 weeks, $400-$500. You know what I mean? I can pay my insurance with that money, and the money that I'm bringing in from the business, I can pay my house note and all that stuff. But if business don't do good, then I'll just drop it. You know, or I'll drop it. But it probably won't be no need to drop it because the way that they talk about the business. You know what I mean? The way people talk about the business is a lot of work. And you gotta think about it. If people feel like they ain't making what they wanted to make, or they got too much they gotta go out the door, they'll leave their contracts alone. And people like me that pick up the slack, and other people pick up slack, will have enough slack. The way they say they do it, it's all over the place. As many accidents that they have up in Atlanta, as many hospitals that they got in Atlanta, as many main centers that they got in Atlanta, it'll be definitely worth it. You know what I mean? It's just something I think I'm gonna have to stick to. Something you stick with and let it grow. You know what I mean? You gotta crawl before you walk. And I mean, looking at it like this too, it's $1.05. I mean, you know, you got 3 companies, they all pushing you out. If each company pushed me out 60 miles worth of work per week, that's 60, 120, 240. It's about 240. If they push me out 50, let's say 150. That's 150 times $1.05 would be what? $150, right? But if that's a trip going, a trip coming back, that's $150. Let's say they're doing it. Let's say they do it. Let's just say each company did that at $150. That's $300. That's $450 and money that I would be making from each 3 companies in 1 week. That's just if they gave me just that much travel. You know what I mean? But the loads and the other stuff would pay for my gas, so it's actually I would be getting that actual amount. You know, if I'm charging $20, $30 load, that would be my gas money. You know what I mean? So, in essence, if I were doing just that amount of work, it's $450 a week. That's 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, $1,800 a month. That still give me $1,000 cash in pocket, and get my insurance paid. You know what I mean? So that would pay the bills and get me by. But if each of them was putting out more work than that, if each of them were putting out $450 worth of work each per week or every 2 weeks, then that's about $1,200, $1,800 between all 3 of them. But Reese saying that, you know, he got $2,000 or $2,400 worth of work just from one company. I mean, you know, so that's in a month's time, that's 24 from one company. If he's doing 1,000 or 15 from another company, well, you know, he's probably doing about $4,000 or $5,000 worth of work easy a month. You know what I mean? So I don't think the companies will be selfish and not give it a work. I don't care if they give me 5 miles to take. I'm gonna take it. If it's 5 miles from where I live to go here to pull something back, I'm gonna take it. I mean, shoot, all the other time you spend on gas anyway going somewhere. You know what I mean? That's why if it's within reason, I'm gonna go get it. I ain't turning down no work. I can't do no handicap work. My man ain't set up for handicap. But you know, I get money up with regular work for about a month or two. I'll turn around and buy me a handicap van. You know, I just keep my rent paid up. You know, on part time, I can do it. I know I can swing it. Come work for my friend at the shop a little bit. You know, pick me up a roommate if I have to a little bit. Let them do that in. They can hold half the damn rent down, and I won't have to worry about it. I can use some of that money to put towards my business or whatever. You know what I mean? Either way, I think it's the right thing to do. Bank out and bank good. So you know, I'm gonna definitely go for it. Definitely go for it. What you say? He told me if I wanted to get the $1 million policy, he said it won't be nothing once I get a policy, because all I gotta do is just go in there and bump it up a little bit to $1 million. You know. So then if this place I sent the first one out to, if they call me back and say they want me to go through the steps to do this and do that, then you know what I mean? I do this and do that. If they got work, I can get their work this as well. $1 million policy I have. Theirs and gone, and the other one's gone too. Remember, subcontract don't work anyway. That's all I'm doing.